The suppliers are farming with her. So the industrial farming system is geared so that it exploits the farmer, it exploits society, and it brings the money. This is neoliberalism, and it hides it away somewhere. Why? Because you have to buy your tractor, you have to buy your seeds, you have to buy your fertilizer, you have to buy your labor, everything. There's no cooperation. There's also no understanding that if I take this paper, all these papers, and I crumple them up, make it wet, I put it on the ground. In 6 weeks it'll be black, it'll be compost. It is worth something. I give that to the plants, they'll grow faster than the lungu. And that's what we've lost, that knowledge. And that is the knowledge that can make us run faster than the first world. It's the knowledge of ecology, because it works for us for free. Knowledge of technology, how we can make it ours, appropriate technology, where we can redesign it ourselves, where we can design the enterprise models, not as a model where everything is together, but maybe a model where everything is flat. Because if I was the boss, then I can control you, because if you want to speak to him, it must go through me. But the big thing is with these phones that we have, they can enable anyone to speak to everybody at any time. And that is how we must organize the economy. See, the neoliberalism builds these big firms where the guy on top controls everything. But we can create wealth, and our townships and African culture and communalism, Ubuntu, is more akin to the peer-to-peer networks. So you guys, not me, no, I am a white man. You guys, I understand, but think about this, the path in front of you. You guys can invent the economy that is equal. And you can, it's not just to invent it in your head, it must work in practice. And that is actually the challenge for your generation in Africa, to do that. Because that is the economy that's going to be sustainable. And if you can do that, you beat everything. Then you are the master. And that is what you must. You must aim for that. Nietzsche said, one of the important philosophers, the one guy who saw through Western science and philosophy. And he says, we do not have the courage for a 500-year plan. Do we have that kind of courage for 500 years to think about that? It's quite a big one. We should have it. Because we have all the time still that will ever be there. Thank you. Thank you, Sergio.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Yeah. All right. So here's the pigs. Chickens, ducks, macaw, geese, tarantal, tortoise, for chica. Sorry. And then here is his vegetables. He makes about R1 million a year. And I'm not lying. How does he do that? We call it the networked enterprise. So the pigs, they eat all the chips, the potato peels from the spaza shops. The spaza shops buy his potatoes. Then, he has to feed the chickens and the animals. But then he has another space, a little bit like this, a little bit bigger, one garage space. I'm lying a little bit. Where there's a nursery for seedlings, and he has community food days. So he takes 1,000 rand, he takes food and he gives it for free to the community. And he teaches them about good food and what is healthy food. And what is healthy food? Fresh. Must be fresh. And can you see how he can beat any other shop? Beats Woolworths, because you harvest it now. So he teaches the people, and the people eat good food. Then they say, shit, I can buy from him at cheaper than Pick n Pay. Much cheaper than Pick n Pay, and it's better. So now they come. Now I have circulated the money twice already, 3 times already in the community. From the chips chip peels to the pigs, the pigs to the farmer to the community. Can you see the money is circulating? If we do this with every single food garden in Soweto, because what happens is the guys do sell to Pick n Pay. Pick n Pay takes this, gives them 5 rand, 3 rand for this, they make it into 4 and sells each for 12 rand. They really do that. So can you see? So people are told, this is the way to development, but actually it is not the way to development. Now the system is eating them. And that's development. It's just, it's eating them. So we must be clever. No! We can just, like that, change it around. By being clever. Think about the community. So when the people buy from him, they don't bring money. You know what they bring? They bring all the food waste from the kitchen, all the echichu. Yeah? Then you get discount. Because that food waste either you give to the chickens, or the pigs, or the worms, or the compost. If you give it to the worms, it makes it more, you can get, if this is full of the worm pea, about 200 rand for this. You sell it for 200 rand. And you get 1 liter a month from the worms. So now can you see, so all the things, he's keeping them close. All the value of the food, he's keeping it close. There's no leakages. And the reason why we are poor in the townships is the townships are leaking value. All the time. I mean, people dumping rubbish. You know how much money is in the real estate to buy and sell the houses? Those are good deals. But now you dump. You dump one wheelbarrow of rubbish, you take 100,000 or 50,000 rand off the value of the house. Quickly. You know, the townships could be beautiful. Like really beautiful. You know? Why not? Because there is a community. It could be a nice place to live. Why not? Because it sees people and they collect them, and we have lost the responsibility for the world, and we think we are not able to change the world. But actually we can do it so quickly by just shifting our minds.
Ask the people.
Yeah. Ask the people. Always. Yeah. So I mean that's my answer about, now think about the gardens and the spaza shops. And even if they're, I know 120 farmers in Region G. They have all lost their land. They were waiting for title deeds. The government took too long to give them the title deeds. Now all the land is invaded. It's gone. You can go to Orange Farm. So, but imagine you have those farmers supplying all the spaza shops. And all the trade is done electronically. Quickly, with no cost. And that's what I want to do. Yeah, that's what I want. And I think I can.
Political revolutionary formation that is opposed to state. We don't want to capture the state. We want to destroy the state, because the state is the enemy of the people. People don't ask, even now, if you are from the Diftlut or what's happening in Sishiu, where people they say no, we're tired of criminals. Where are police? The police are the same criminals. If you are walking at night, the police they can even mug you and kill you. The same people that you think they are protecting you. Before, 100 years back, there were no police, there were no crime. So today, when we go here in Braamfontein, there is law enforcement, but there are more crime. So how can you trust state with your life? I'll give you example, comrade. There is a country inside the country. In this side of the country, they call it Orania. In Orania, you can't go there and steal, but there's no police. In Orania, there in Northern Cape, you can't go there and do whatever you please. You can't just take your things now. In Orania, we're selling on the street of Orania. There's no police in Orania. They themselves, they are police. They have their own rent. They have their own economy. They eat whatever they want. But the system that they are using is more progressive than staying in Santen, than staying in Waterkloof. You are more safe when you are in Orania than when you are in Santen. So what I'm trying to tell you is that no one will save you. What I said, there is no state that is looking for you. What's happening in Diftlut now? People banning things. They take law on their hand because they can see there is no state. There is no anyone who can protect the people. What happening in Sishu where the people, there's gangsterism, killing people and everything, until people themselves, where they stay, they stand up, they say, no, this is nonsense. They think it will never end. There is no state that protects people. When we arrived here in Joburg, comrade, Joburg was more rough. I still remember you can be marked from North to DFC 3 times. In your jail, they can mark you 3 times. You know, comrade, when you arrive here in this city, comrade, you arrive in as a better city, not because of government. I'll tell you what happened. Taxi drivers, they start fighting or no, you can't mark people in front of our business. You are dealing with our business. Those people who sell on the street, they start fighting people. I still remember there was a boy who marked. There was a boy who was marked. These women, they just take cabbage and move that tag until the tag surrender the food. It's where people, they start say, no, it's difficult to mark you in front of people. When we arrive here, you'll be marked, stripped, naked, in front of people. People, they were just passing. Why? Why people, they were just passing? Why? It was because it was on the mind of, they even look there. One said, oh, street person, in front of the people. So, what I'm trying to tell you, that problem was not solved by the state, was not solved by law enforcement, was solved by the people. I'm telling you, there is this behavior, someone can come, just can come here. And I still remember in DFC, there was 106, we used to study there. Thugs, they just come, get in with a bag, they take a bag, they point a gun, they just collect all the phones. All the phones there, because it was very difficult to even study there. They just come with a gun and send one student to collect all the phones. So what I'm trying to say is that, comrade, we are not safe because there is law. It's because people themselves, they say no, not in this area. These people who said, they say no, not in our street, you are dealing with our business. If now people, they are scared to take money, buy in front of us, buy Scorpio there, what is that, in Mamban, because when you buy Scorpio, the thug will see you, no, you have money, they are going to mark you. So those people, they started protecting the people who works there. Until now you can walk from North to Dorfontein, nothing. It was a very rough. So what we're trying to say, the solidarity and the unity and compliance of the people is very necessary. And this thing, it was killed by the capital. Capital came and said, no, for you, like in a capital society, for me to live, I must eat you. For me to succeed, I must oppress you. It is the system that is there, and the people, they are protecting it. When you are in matric, you think you'll oppress this one, you'll be a businessman, this one they will buy from you. When you grow up, you see that thing, it was just a matrix. You're on the matrix, you are just, you'll see when you started being older. I spent the rest of my life looking for nothing. Looking for nothing. Both the rich and the poor, they are suffering from one thing. As we are poor here, comrade, we are hungry, we can get hungry, we don't know what can we eat next. It's our stress, we don't know what next, who'll pay a rent for you. You understand? It's the problem that we have. The rich people, they have problem also. I can't go and walk in Braamfontein. When I go to the mall, I can't just go to the mall. I listened to this Floyd, one day, Floyd Mayweather. I agree, no, he like flesh and everything. So they ask him, they see beautiful cars, Lamborghini, Bugatti and everything. My stress is that I can't drive this car alone and go to a mall. When I drive this car, there must be cars. But I said, I just missed my space. You know that in your life, sometimes you just miss even your space, just to sleep alone, to think about yourself. So when you are sleeping, there is someone who's looking for you. There is nothing that you do when you don't have private life. So the rich are suffering social. And I'm telling you, both the rich and the poor, we are on the same level. We are running, all of us, but the rich, they console themselves about pride, failure, for no, I have 10 rand now, I can buy when I don't have anything. But even them, they are suffering, they are the victim. of the system, because the system put them, and the more they become richer, the more they become our enemy. Mutsipa can't just walk here. We'll ask him money. We can even rob him. But anything can happen. Let me tell you, comrade. When I was young, I just wake up in the morning. I can walk distance that maybe to Soweto, walking, playing with other kids, and that thing makes me. But a son of a rich man can't just walk. He's in the house now, looking at TV, playing games. He miss poor when you see poor kids playing. My father cannot play them. But no, we'll take you to working these things to park. We'll take you to a park. But we never play in park. We're just going and playing everywhere. So I want to tell you that we admire the rich because we don't have money. I'm telling you, poverty is not good. That's why we admire the rich. So as the people who are bringing a new philosophy in you to think or no, I'm telling you, comrade, we can all in the world live better. We can all live better and live even in better than these people that we think they are rich. The problem is what? If you know something now, it must be your secret because it's your business. It's like a balloon. Technology balloon. Let me tell you something. We are oppressed today not because of anything else. We are oppressed because of technology. What oppresses us? Tell me, comrade, what cereal is better than you? If you just look, even if I can take the IQ of cereal and I take one leader here, I take Makati. Look, the IQ level of Makati is better than cereal, but it's leading you in one. He's a technologist. No. He's a businessman. No. He's what? No. What I'm saying is that in society to lead, you don't need to be good in something. You understand? Those people that are leading us, they're not good in something. You are not leading a comrade level there at a VUT because you are good in something. You are just leader because people they voted for you. You understand? So why we need those things? And those people, I'm telling you, we are here, we are poor because of the state. Who protect the capital? Who protect the capital? The capital. Who protect all the big companies here in South Africa? When people strike, who come? Who shot our people during the Feast Must Fall? Who arrested people during the Feast Must Fall? So why, every time when we speak, we say, no, there is a system that, we should just talk about system. Why is not the enemy of the people is who? Is the state. Yes. So if the state can be captured, so why you must trust the state? So I'm telling you, our politics is the politics that no, we can't trust the state. We believe in people. How we believe in people? We believe now, if we are here, all of us, there is an electrical engineer, there is mechanical engineer, there is an IT, here there is someone who can farm. What is it? Here we can live on our own. Small as we are, we can live on our own. We don't need anyone else. Because when we need a car, there is a mechanical engineer. When we need a food, there is a food engineer here who knows who do farming. So why are we subjected to state for control? Anything now, if you can make a phone that you can speak for free here, they are going to arrest you. Why? So what I'm trying to tell you, comrade, is that as long as the state exists, there is no freedom. Because anything that is innovative doesn't make money, you are going to be arrested. So who is the enemy of the people? The state. So those are the politics of the people. Of us the people. Who's the enemy of the state? Of the people? It's the state. You saw when the state killed people in Marigan, what happened? You see when the American state now tweets like shoot and kill people, and Trump come in front of people that yes, I killed that man. Just imagine, we are sick. Someone just come and no, I killed that man. I killed them. Proudly so. No, we even lose what is us. What is us human? Because someone say no, yeah, I just killed those people. It's me. And even take a video to show the world that no, we are so equipped with technology, we can kill you at any time. You understand? So what are we saying? Even now, the world we can go to World War III. Not because of people of America they want war. Not because people of Russia or China they want war. Because the states, the state men, Trump, Putin, Xi Jinping, one said, if they can decide tomorrow, man, we're bored, man. Let's just kill people. 2 billion people they're going to die. So how can a human being, we surrender our life to human? But we surrender our life. I'm telling you, comrade, man, if America and Russia, they can go to a war, all of them, they shoot their own nuclear bombs. There will be no world. You know that, comrade? That there will be nothing on earth. The nucleus of America and Russia, they are good enough to destroy everything on planet Earth. This planet, it will be just a dust. Because of what? We surrendered our life to individuals. So as us the people, what I said, we are just praying they can be an alien. They can be an alien who can come to earth, so that all people on earth we unite. Well, no, let's fight those aliens. Because now people are bored. They just know, like, tomorrow, man, let me shoot a rocket somewhere. Why? And I'm telling you, people that are speaking now, but hey, no, what will be happening in this World War III? The only people who can save us from the World War III is the American themselves. People in America, they can start saying, no, Trump, you are mad. Yeah. So here in South Africa, we have a man, we just go there and say, I love you, Trump, after Trump killed people. You see, how, I just want to tell you, poor as you are, comrade, just imagine all of us, we admire Motsepe. No, Motsepe is rich. But after Motsepe kneel there and speak those things, I see that money is not enough. Money is not enough, comrade. You saw Motsepe, he was not even himself. We love you. We love you. In Rojava, when you go to Rojava, there is no state. There is no president of Rojava. There is no state. There is no police in Rojava. There is no army. There is no anything. There are people, and they are living higher than anyone. I think if we form our own movement, if you are indisciplined, we are not going to expel you. We are just going to send you to Rojava and say, no, they must give you a military training. When ISIS come, you must be on the forefront, fighting for our people. You'll come here, discipline sent you. You understand? When you go there, you fight there. No, we take you to Rojava to go and be there so that they will teach you discipline. So, comrade, what I was here to present is that the enemy of the people is the state. And when they say system, they just want to prevent you to see who's the system. Who's the system? It's the state. It's the state who came with all the system, all the mechanism. They said, we must demolish it. You see, we live in heaven. We'll be heaven on earth. Because I'm telling you, everything, you are not stealing because there is police. It's because of your own conscious decision. So I just want to explain this logo completely. Like, what is this logo? Is the world map. Why world map? We believe in people. We believe there were a lot of people who asked us about racism, patriarchy, working all sorts of things. But we realized of all sorts of things they were caused by the greed and the states and the capitalists. That's why if now there is we are black like this, we'll start even ourselves when we want to be greed or not. When you do with that with Jabu, because Jabu is not Mukoli, it's not from the north or it's not from where. After that, amongst ourselves again, Mugoni, I want a bomb. Why this is not my brother. You understand? I don't know him. Again, you left with your own brother. When you left with your own brother, again you deal with him. You know, even all of us from here, you know that there is a brother, there is a cousin. When he can arrive first at home, there will be no food. He'll eat everything. You eat everything. You know, I know all of us, we have that element in our family. If children can arrive, they know when when it's after school, kids they must run before children come there, because they say, yeah, that one, you know, when he comes there, he will eat everything finished. You understand? So, comrade, when you see our logo, we quick people, because our primary enemy as the people, white, black, or whatever, community was suffering from domination. So here is the logo. When in the logo you see a star, star is like a sun, a bright future. The world is like a globe where we must protect the globe. Because anytime the globe can be destroyed by our own selfishness, greed, or greed, you understand? There is people who come with I don't know, it's a propaganda that there was life on the other planet, that it was destroyed by people who were living in it because of some greed. That's why now it's just a task. When you look at Mars or what, it's just a task. When you look at the mathematical formulas there inside the map, there is even the matrix. The matrix is the formulas that we use to solve the complex problems in mathematics. If there is a problem that we can solve it simultaneously, we can solve it everything. We use the matrix to solve the complex problem. So we believe we have a complex problem as human being, and the complex problem is the state, and we must deal with it. That's why we came with a formula there. When you look at that, if you know China, you've grown up in Norway, you're going to think differently. If you grow in Burkina Faso, you're going to think differently. So you are not yourself. We must not lie to ourselves. No, not myself. I'm self-independent. It's not. You are influenced by TV. You are influenced by everything that you see. Influenced by Facebook. People every time they're influenced by social media, pushing people. No, buy me this. I saw Max driving someone there. But it's what people want now. You understand? So, comrade, what I'm saying. We're not ourselves. Let's be ourselves. That's why the organization, Nyambos, is us. You understand? And we are not complete. We are going to go all over preaching these nice words of us, politics of us. You don't want to be us. So you come. She asked a critical question: are we contesting election? You understand? It's the question that she asked. No, complete. When we win election tomorrow, we'll contest that. People, everyone here is us. He understands the politics of us. How we are going to do? There are two things that we can do. You understand? And there are two mechanisms that we can do. You understand? We don't believe in blood. We don't believe in forcing people. We don't believe in killing people. You understand? And we don't believe in working like rebels, terrorists now terrorizing people because people they don't buy our ideas. You understand? You know this thing of terrorizing. But when you go everywhere, terrorists they think they are revolutionary. Al Qaeda thinks it's revolutionary. Boko Haram raping kids there, they think they are revolutionary. It's the 18th century's politics of by means any means is necessary. We're not going to use that code that by any means is necessary. So Reina, here in South Africa, we're voting. We're talking about come here, what is it? Vote out. You want yourself. Us is us. Yeah. If you vote for us, you vote for yourself. When we vote, we destroy the state. Let me tell you how Hitler came to power. Hitler, they voted, they didn't go to parliament. You know that no, if I'm not there, the parliament is not correcting. You know what's happening. The way Hitler came to power, they called election after 9 months. It was they studied the constitution of Germany wrote by those Marxists. After that, Hitler, when he saw that he contested election after 9 months, he lost again. He stayed. He didn't go to parliament. For the first time, they were tired. Those people who were voting Communist Party of Germany, they voted Hitler. Hitler took power. He showed them power. You understand? Hitler did everything. So even us, comrade, in that time and space, we must look at the space and the time that we're living in. What's happening? If no, we are us, we are civil movement, no one will take it as serious. But if now we are us. In SRC, you know, there is us student. If if you don't contest SRC election, even SEO contest SRC election. If you say you don't want to contest SRC election, no one will even listen to you when you speak. So for us, we use those things as a platform. Platform is where you can say, oh no, student, this is this. You give them the ideology. We are more of the ideology than any action, than going people causing strike. Community is nice. I've been a revolutionary. I led a lot of strikes. I led a lot of revolution. Did everything. But after that, after a month, the same management they just beg thing and do the same thing that we strike for. Again, you understand? So the problem is people they wanted us to lead them. You understand? But I'm telling you, if anyone here are a leader,
If we just need 100 people in UJ to think through their leaders, they don't need anyone to do things for themselves. If they have a problem, they just go and address the problem. No, VC, I have a problem. Here's a problem. No, go to SRC. No, I don't want to do to those people. I'm here. They will see the system will collapse. But people, every time they are looking for Messiah, they are looking for a good leader who's not having a lot of women, they come with Cyril. Agree? When they criticize Zuma, they will say, no, he's having a lot of women, we come with Cyril. Hey, Cyril, you're a mistake. What is this? It's not because of that. It's because there is no anyone who's a genuine to lead a human being. A human being who are capable enough. So, comrade, is the state I know that it's difficult to understand or no, we can live on our own. For example, if we were in this room, let's take what the count, we're in this room. What we need here in this room? What we need? We'll need food. We'll need clothing, we'll need things. I can mention them. We don't need anyone who will come here and tell you, now it's time to eat. It's time to eat. It's time to sleep. You understand? There was a time in Vietnam where one leader said, if you see a person walking after 9, no matter his what, shoot him. Shoot him. No, if you walk after 9 in Vietnam, they will just kill you. That's state. State kill a lot of people. All First World War, Second World War, who killed those people? Is what the state. And who's the state? The greedy people, just few people. Here, like a state in South Africa, we like maybe 7 people who are rich, who control everything in South Africa. Those people, they can decide when we go to war, we side with who. You understand, comrade? They can decide for us. So our politics are very clear. Our politics of us, the people, we want to see us, the people, going and how we're going to go. Comrade, the strategy is simple. You can't speak this politics to old people. You understand? Speak to young people. If young people, they can understand this politics, we are done. You understand? Because these are the politics of the future. I'm telling you, if you can wake up a Caesar who died 2,000 years back ago and tell him that now you are being replaced by a pope, and there can even be a Nigerian pope who contests to be a pope, you'll be surprised. No, that one can happen. You understand? Because it used to be Caesar giving birth to another Caesar. You understand? But now they can even have a pope in Nigeria who want to be contesting a question. As us, we believe in one thing now. Immediately, what we believe is that if there is a company, Sosol, the people who work in Sosol, there must be the owner of the space. But against the sole owner of means of production and the state, and the private ownership. You understand? And the private will sole owner, the sole owning. Like now in land, there are people who own the land. You understand? So that thing is madness. We can't even entertain it. You understand? That when you own the whole Joburg, is yours. Just imagine how many of us, you understand? No, it's greedy. And I think we clarify the issue of greed. What we are saying right now, we are not saying we are going to expropriate land and give the state. Because when you give the state again, it's like taking something from Java, giving to school. It's like what happened in Zimbabwe. When they expropriate the land in Zimbabwe, the politicians who are in forefront and the influential people, they took the land. Again, people of Zimbabwe, they don't have land. It's just for certain individuals. Why it happened like that? Because there is a state. Where there is a state, there will be a domination. You understand? So those who are strong, they will always be their views. They will always emerge. So what I'm saying about that thing, if now we concentrate on whatever like land expropriation without compensation, it can happen tomorrow, but it will never solve our problem. It will be still certain individuals who are politically connected and who are very politically powerful who will have those. It's like tenders. But when they advertise tender, they say, no, if you are good in what. But those things are very vague. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, if we take the land and the state is the custodian, who is a human being who is going to decide who give Musholozi what and who give Spru what? You understand? So that's why I don't know. Our expropriate will first to the government. All of us, we must work this land. All of us. No matter as long as you are here, we stay here. All of us, let's work the land, and when we work with the land, let's produce food, let's produce anything that is necessary, and to live on. If when you are saying this class is yours, one of them is greedy, is selfishness, we're not going to allow that. As us the people, you'll be isolated. That's why when we speak about politics, we are saying we need platform. One said, Parliament, to go to Parliament, let me tell you something. You can go to Parliament and make noise. I don't know. You are going to advocate the issue of us in Parliament. No. Parliament will just to say, comrade, we are here, but we shall as us. More people, if people voted us, we said, it's when we call national imbizo. Before even election, before even in the negotiation, what need to be done? What do we need? But no, we need food. Let's work. What are you good at? No, I'm good in drawing plan and making sure that this town can look beautiful, make our city beautiful. What are you can? I'm engineer. What you do in engineering? Yeah, I'm electrical. Where now you are what? A group of you, comrade, lead us in technology and everything. In America, there is a street before where everything come from. There is a street, comrade Gasteva, where anyone who's working want to be innovative, they go there and they did everything there. And after that, that's why those people they go outside as entrepreneurs. This thing is possible. But in South Africa, we don't group the certain people who think is the same in one thing or no complete. Hitler, I want to tell about you what Hitler did. Hitler arrested all the professors, all the doctors in Germany. You are not going out of this prison until you come with a solution to make this Germany better. With force, those people, they just throw formulas, they make sure that each and every household in Germany, they have a Bentley. You know Bentley, Volkswagen Bentley. It's Germany. They come with Panado, the strong Panado, grandpa. They come with a strong grandpa. That was Hitler during his time. So, if you can see where Hitler took Germany for, Germany was poor leader. Germany was poor. But within 5 years, no, despite what Hitler did, any leader will kill people leader. I told you that there's no good leaders. Hitler, what he did, leader, many leaders on earth, they failed to do, and with a short time. How Hitler did? He said, no, whenever you are a professor, you always speak things that are not practical. Go to jail. You will come with practical things. People, they come with practical things and they build Germany. Today, on automation and everything, no country can beat Germany. You understand what I'm saying? So, you come here in South Africa. The mentality that people are giving, everyone wants tender catering. When you go Kasi, anyone wants tender. You understand? No one wants to say no. And if whenever you are thinking, comrade, anything you build for yourself, what I want to try to say, anything you build for yourself, if you want to see this kind of society, you build it for yourself. I'm telling you, in America, when they create that street of what, and that street now took off the world, the whole world. You understand? Because they say, no, Lena, you think you want to be what, sit here and lead your mashup at home. You understand? Oh, here in South Africa, leader, what we say, all of us, we fight for tenders, for transporting bread to crash. They shoot each other in KZN just for getting a feeding scheme tender of delivering food. They kill each other, our people. You understand? I don't know that. You understand? So, it's what's happening. Why? Because of what? The way we are being conscientized. We are conscientized of the only thing. When you are in a township in South Africa, you see a big car. I don't know. Number 10. It's the way. That's why the way we think. So the way we think completely, we know it will always be dominated. We're dominated by technology. Dominated by the. That's why we say no. We need a shift. A radical. That's why this is a radical shift, because it's not easy. It's not easy to live what you used to think of and to say. And if we don't do this, we are failing a human race. Because if right now we are failing, we must at least take it somewhere. Start. That's why even now in South Africa we are going to spark debate. People, they will start debating. No, how possible it is. It's not possible. You understand? This can be the grant, like Jabu speaking about the people of grant. That's slavery.
Yeah.
comrade, that's slavery, and we must come out. We must not even shy away to speak or no. That's slavery. Government take money from you. After that, they bring you 10 cents. They take 1,000 from you. They come and give you 300. They say no, that's life, because they want to blind our people. We know that one thing that is blinding our people is because of these grants. Let's be honest. How can a human being live with a grocer of even a kid with a grocer of even everything of 450, or I don't know how much. But what I'm trying to say, comrade, is that if we don't do this, we are not only failing ourselves, we are failing the human race. Because there will be time that now there's robots now. There's robots. Capital, they will just buy robots and do the work and fire people, and people, they are going to start eating each other. They are eating literally because there will be no food. Because there will be hunger. People will just go and buy those robots and they work everywhere. They do. It's happening in Australia. So what we are saying, if we don't stop the capital, the state and the monopoly capital that is happening on earth, I'm telling you, human beings, they will start eating each other, because now we are existing because people are eating from our hands. You are enslaved where you work, you are slave where you work. So that's why you are still alive next. If they know that they don't need you anymore, you did law in school. They say there is a computer that is programmed that can judge perfectly than a judge who's from the school. So when it's taking, even people, lawyers, they will never even get job. What will happen to us? Comrade, what will happen to us? So as we are saying, let's capture the technology and enslave the technology and see all of us at home in beaches every time. There was a move that I once see, that people, they were using things to work in, they were sitting, then they used artificial things to work for themselves. You understand? So sitting at home every time, making babies, making sure that this world is full of babies, is full of human beings. You understand? So, but unlike this thing here, comrade, I'm telling you, a fourth industrial revolution in the hands of capital, you are going to see what you saw in the move of Sosnack, of Terminator. They are going to terminate us. A policeman, it will be a computer. But for program, you are arrested. And it will go to be fast and everything. I'm telling you, we're going to a hell. I'm telling you, comrade, we are going to hell, complete. Just imagine arrested by a robot. Cold drink, and it's where the world is heading. If we don't do this, comrade, I'm telling you, all the kids that you have, all the kids of your kids that you have, you fail them because you allow the greedy people during your time in your generation to take over the world, because they are going to terminate us. Comrade, that move of Sosnaga, go and look at it. Where there's even iRobot, where there's just robots now. People, if there is a company, Danone, making food and everything, they have a machine that can program and make food and everything. What is the use of hiring our student who graduate from university? I'm telling you, graduate from university, you are going to be useless in 3 years' time. Useless. All of us will be, and it's where the revolution will start. That's why, Rina, what we must do in the tertiary institution, we must educate them. When we educate them, comrade, when we educate them, they are going to cause revolution. Because let me tell you something. Marx once said something. The capital will destroy itself. You know why? Now, the way anyone believes that is still going to be successful. If you go to a class of first year, they believe or no, I'm going to own my own company. Spaniards believe that is own this company. All of them, they believe in that is what the people they believe. So they forgot. If you have your own company, you want to be a billionaire, you must at least have 1 million people whom you slave. So when you count, who you're going to slave who? So what I'm trying to say, with the fourth industrial revolution in the hands of the capital, if there is no someone, if we can create a robot that will clean here, cook, the robot who can cook nice food, you understand? They can do anything. So what will happen to our people? Let me tell you something. People, they were saved because they were enslaved. I don't know. We slaved them. So after people they say that we're going to cause irritation, they are going to create diseases, killing you every time. There will be more AIDS of AIDS, killing you, all of you, AIDS of AIDS. They will be dead, I'm telling you. I see a society where there will be more diseases because they will want to, at least population must be small. Because now we're 7 billion. If we're 7 billion, there will be robots working for certain people. In 1996, they do a stats, 240 families, they were owning 90% of the global economy. 90%. You understand? 90% of the global wealth. So what I'm trying to say, comrade, is that if we don't do what we must do, we are not only selling now, we are selling the future. Some of us, we believe a human being doesn't die. You understand? You don't die. When you die, you'll come back. We believe or no, you'll be coming back maybe in another generation. But how can you come back when you come back? There's a robot. You can't interact with them. There will be robots. There will be robotic. There will be few people. You understand? Yeah. In South Africa, there will be you'll even create a robot that they play soccer. People don't know even play soccer. You just create robot, create Messi, they clone Messi. There'll be a lot of them. People sit at home and watch a robot playing there. Wow, yeah, my robot, I am a good programmer. Yeah, when I said this robot program by Mama can score 40 goals in one game. It will be like that. We're going to a generation where robots fight, robots play soccer. They'll be there like we sit there, we program those robots. They play soccer. There is nothing that is not a robot can replace. It's called artificial intelligence. Next. How can a slave be motivated, Max? So as long the system is enslaving people, there's no motivation. You understand what I'm saying? So the problem with the companies and everything that they are falling after state takeover, like in UJ, they said even for vets, people let's insource people. People are insourced. When you go to rest now, the rest are smelly. You understand? When you go to those rest, they don't clean. Why? They know that no matter. Just imagine. $4 million. Yeah, even if I can work for 100 years, I can get $1 million. You understand what I'm saying? People start comparing. Even if I work for 40 years, I'll never get $1 million. Like what? So the problem is not people who they are not skilling, they are not what or they are black. It's people then I'll never be motivated working for. No one want to work for anyone. Who want to work for anyone? Who want to tell me now and I'm willing to be your slave? No one. You'll be happy because no, basically no, you are hungry. Immediately the bigger side, no, this man is making a lot of money out of you. What do you do? Every day you write a sick note. You go to a doctor. I'm sick. So imagine if we go to Bar. Government spend 2 billion a year in Bar. So today this 2 billion is yours in a year. Cleaner, doctor, everyone will see them running. You'll never see people dying on the benches. People they know that no matter even if I work hard here, this money goes to super mama, this 2 billion. You understand? So there is a human nature to rebel. We rebel differently. Max, I'm telling you, where you work, just imagine if you realize that someone there where you work makes billion, and come home, your kid is graduating somewhere. You go and you go sick note. I'm sick. I'm going to. You understand? But if you know that you are in Bar, in a budget of 2 billion, even with yourself, you have an equal share. Doctor and cleaner is the same because in our as we believe or no, no matter you are doctor or a cleaner, this thing is created by a class. It's a class. This thing you know, now from school, I must earn better than you. You know that thing. It's something that kills our mind because every time people they want to be better than someone. I'm telling you, if you can kill this thing, you're better than someone. People don't think straight. No, people they normalize things because you know I'm better than Jabu. You are just happy. You are better than someone. So that's the tendency. Reborn the township, reborn the village. Someone is just happy because it's better than someone. I still remember when we were still in primary. There was this thing position. when you are 48 in class, they will be number 1 until number 48. So this man is number 48. This one is number 47. This 47 was celebrating. But no, I'm better than this one. I'm better than this one. Hey, that one, yeah, my head. That December, that one I pass, and this one I fail. Because this one was just celebrating, I'm better than this one. So this thing of being better than anyone else is them that they are creating problem. That's why even this thing of schooling, you go 3 years, 4 years, you get degree. You go to Bara. There is an old lady who is cleaning in Bara since 1982. You go there, you earn 50 times than her. What the hell is that? When you just went 7 years, this one only 25 years, America more cleaner. When you come now, you earn 40 times that. It's the system. The system is violent by itself. That's why the only thing is to collapse it and form where human beings will live in peace. I'm telling you, it's not making sense. So you can work for 25 years in the same company. Now I come from school. When I said, I just come there, I earn 30 times than you. But no, ufundile. What is that? Eh? You work hard for it. I work hard. Actually, the people, all of us were more students. You work hard there in school, complete. I want to know. I want to know. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Even when we go to society, when we are there in rest, sleeping, even, you know that to be a student and to be a worker, the one who's sleeping better is the student, have a single bed, have everything there in the campus, everything. But a worker who's working, doesn't have a place to stay. He must go back room, Alex or back room in Soweto. Work hard, wake up 4 o'clock in the morning. When you sleep, you watch movies, you still read 2 hours. You go and write and pass, you get 50. When you go there, you say you work hard. What is to work hard in school? Let's be honest. There's nothing, there's nothing. That was our duty to study. To study is nice, If you once work, who are working, they will tell you it's difficult to. They just work because they want salary. But if school, I can transfer the PhDs out.
Okay, so